cake from Carrick's, ma'am, and a quarter of ham. It looks nice, that ham, really nice.
Should I make your sandwich now, pet?
Oh, no, a cup of tea would be lovely. What's that noise?
Terry's putting up some shelves in the airing cupboard. Then he says he's going to do that landing window.
Oh, peace offering, is it?
I should think so, too. I've never been so embarrassed. There's tea here if you want it. I'm getting the washing in, Audrey. I've never been so embarrassed.
Is it sugared?
Do you want a piece of cake or a ham sandwich?
No, thanks. A cup of tea will do. Where's me mum?
She's in the backyard, avoiding you.
Oh, you've heard, have you?
Yes, I have heard, and my mum's very upset.
I know. God, it was embarrassing.
Well, who was she?
Just a girl, just a lass I know. Canny lass, works in the sweet factory. I've known her quite a while.
I hope so, judging by what Mum says was going on.
Well, I thought they'd all be in bed, that's why I brought her back here. Just my luck, my mum wins at bingo and goes down the railway club to celebrate. Typical. The night my number comes up, her number comes up.
She brought Auntie Elsie back and Mrs. Arkwright.
I know, that snooty sow. Ever since her cousin was on Down Your Way, she thinks she's Isabel bloody Barnett. That's why they went in the front room, you see, impressing Mrs. Arkwright. Now, when has anybody in this house ever used that front room? Nobody's been in there since coronation night.
Well, Mum sometimes takes the vicar in there when he calls, and that lady from Avon Cosmetics.
Not at night time, surely. Do you know I found a copy of Picture Post under the sofa cushion?
Well, look, Terry, you live with Mum and Dad. You can't abuse their house.
I'm a man, aren't I? Hell, I've been married. And a man has appetites.
Well, you should eat out.
I've got no place to go. That's my main problem, apart from the hair falling out.
Well, what were you doing when they walked in?
We weren't reading the Picture Post.
I mean, how far had things, well, you know.
We're past the point of no return.
Mum said Mrs. Arkwright needed smelling salts.
Well, what about the poor lass? She was none too nonchalant.
Hello, Audrey. I believe you dropped this, pet.
He's dropped enough in this house, Bob, in the last few hours.
Oh, it's nothing unusual, is it?
A man has appetites.
Here, have a strong mint.
Do you want a cup of tea, Bob?
No, thank you, pet. No.
How's Thelma?
She's fine. We're going away for the weekend.
Oh, where to?
We're going to Scotland. We're going skiing in Scotland, Friday to Tuesday, 25 quid, all in.
Oh, skiing again. You are getting keen, aren't you?
I would have thought your honeymoon would have put you off skiing. You came back in plaster, you know.
Oh, how many times does it have to be said? I did not do that skiing. I did that on the aeroplane steps.
Well, are you any good at it?
Yes, my instructor says I have a natural talent. He kept sending me off on great long runs.
Well, of course he did, and you know why, surely. Because while you were rolling off into the distance, he was pulling your Thelma.
He's only jealous because he's never been skiing. He's never done anything like that.
I wouldn't want to. It's of no interest to me whatsoever. I do the sports I enjoy.
As Mrs. Arkwright can testify.
Oh, what's this?
Nothing for your ears.
Do you know, Bob, my man brought some people back here last night and he was on the sitting room floor seducing a sweet wrapper.
Sweet wrapper, my word.
She is not a sweet wrapper, thank you very much. She's a cut above that. She's a rock breaker.
In prison, is she?
She breaks the rock into foot-long lengths.
Where do you find them? Do you hang round the entrance to the trading estate? The other week it was a girl who worked in the egg packing station.
Canny lass and all, she really fancied me.
Go to work on an egg.
I tell you, mate, she thought I was one of the best. Stamped a little lion on me bum.
Oh, Terry! You're so common and crude. It's a wonder you can get girls at all.
Well, I can't, not in this house.
I'm off, Mum. Give my love to Thelma, Bob, and have a lovely weekend.
All right, Award. Oh, regards to her. Hey, who was the girl you were with on Tuesday?
What? When?
Tuesday. Thelma and I were going to pictures and we saw you through the car window with this girl wobbling along on those ridiculous heels.
Well, that's her, Pamela.
Right, yes. She looked like a rock breaker.
Oh, hello, Bob.
Oh, what's your seat?
You do look smart.
You're looking well yourself.
Well, how's Thelma?
Oh, she's fine, she's fine.
And how's the new house?
Well, it's coming along, but there's so much to do, you know, and so little time, what with work and night school. And I've got to creosote the fence and put up a new light fitting, oh, I can't tell you.
I've been doing a lot around the house, haven't I, Mum?
You've done well, Bob. You must be a great comfort to your mother. She must be proud of you.
You know, you are a great credit to your mother, Bob. And to your Thelma. They must both be very proud of you.
Pardon?
Well, working the way you do, and as you say, getting the house together, even though you've got to go to work and night school. I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you do it. I couldn't. And then I lead such an aimless life. I haven't got your, you know. You're a model to us all, Bob.
Am I?
Certainly. And do you know what would give me pleasure? Do you know what would give me real satisfaction? Helping you. Just somehow, in some small way, making a contribution to help you make that lovely new home of yours.
How do you mean?
Well, for example, take this weekend, for instance, like. I mean, you're going away. Now, wouldn't it be nice to come back and find a lot of those boring jobs done?
Well, yeah, of course it would.
Well, I could do them. I mean, for example, that's one of the things I was meaning, for instance, like, you see. I mean, I could do the fence, the rewiring, anything.
Well,
No, I won't hear of payment, Bob, I won't hear of it. It's reward enough. So you go in, enjoy yourselves, and I'll pick up the keys in the morning.
You what?
I'll pick up the keys to the house in the morning.
Do you take me for a clown?
Pardon?
Do you seriously think I'd fall for all that rubbish?
I don't think I quite follow.
I would just like to contribute to your lovely new house. It would give me a great deal of satisfaction. I bet it would. With a succession of rock packers and egg breakers.
I have made you a sincere offer of help.
Don't deny that you wanted my house for your own ends. To get your own ends away, in fact.
Well, all right, but what does it matter? I might have me evil way, but I'll creosote your fence first.
Look, I've got the neighbours to think about, and property values.
Look, Bob, look. You'd have the fence done, the garden turned over, that new light fitting done in the living room, your new kitchen cupboards up.
Well, there is a hell of a lot of things to do. I mean, there's a new can opener to go up in the kitchen and a new dimmer in the bedroom.
There's no trouble.
Well, Thelma would never have to know.
Well, she needn't. Keep it as a nice surprise for her when you get back.
The cleaning lady doesn't come till Tuesday, and the Lawsons are away next door, so you couldn't upset them. If. Now, I'm just saying if. Now, if I agree, you've got to promise me that you'll leave the house immaculate, and you won't do anything that would, well, harm my standing in the community.
I promise, Bob.
All right, then. Right, I'll give you a key. I must be mad. But, listen, Terry, about your women. I mean, you will be on the Elm Lodge housing estate.
Listen, I am sick to death of everybody talking about my women as if they were deckhands. They are nice, canny lasses I go out with. Lasses you'd be proud to take anywhere or meet anybody.
I'm sorry. I'm sure they're nice, sweet, enchanting, well-educated young ladies. Just don't take them up to my house in daylight.
Morning, my little treasure.
Oh, is it?
Hello, Terry.
I caught you, didn't I? That's what you call Thelma, is it? She's your little treasure, is she? It's true what they say about you, milkman. You go around on your float, whirring your way into housewives' affections.
Well, it beats the sheet metal foundry.
Little treasure. Caught you, didn't I?
I caught you. What are you doing here first thing in the morning?
Carpentry, my son.
I knew marriage wouldn't split you and Bob up. You're in the spur, are you? Or is she in the spur and you're in with Bob?
The Ferrises are away skiing this weekend with the Jet Set and the Grampians. So it'll just be 1 pint for the next 3 mornings, thank you.
Oh, you're staying here then, are you?
Aye, getting a taste of estate living. I was woken this morning by the mass chokes of 1,000 family saloons. Everything's the same on these estates, you know. Every family, every house, I know if I go down to the shops, I'll have to leave a trail, otherwise I won't be able to find my way back.
Why are you staying here, then?
Ah, well, this might just turn out to be a little semi-detached sexual haven. I mean, my house might have more character, but it's also got a mother and father and very thin walls.
Yeah, well, these walls aren't thick.
Well, you know, I suppose.
Oh, well, we have our moments. There's something secure about being a milkman. It's less pushed than a postman, a bit more reliable than a salesman, and certainly a lot cleaner than a coalman.
Yeah. What about that lad on the ice cream van? He plays a perky enough tune.
Well, young Lionel, probably, yeah. And them fellas converting people to natural gas, they must be on a good thing, judging by the number of times they're always going back to put things right.
There's more goes on these estates than meets the eye.
I'll tell you what, you want to get yourself down to the laundrette tonight?
No, not tonight, Les, thank you very much. I'm getting steamed up in my own way.
Oh, who's this with, then?
Never you mind. Just leave an extra pint in the morning.
You seem a nice type of person here. The Mackenzies, they're nice, aren't they? Dan and Kathleen.
It's still there, you know. The old magic's still there.
They live quite near us, you know, the Maple Park estate. And there's not a thing there under 16,000, so he must be doing terribly well.
See, the thing about being a Norway is that I'll be so much further ahead than most of them.
I said he must be doing terribly well.
Who?
That nice Dan Mackenzie we met at dinner.
He'll be no better than me. He's not been to Norway, has he?
Look, I'm talking about his income, darling. What a lovely house they've got.
Well, we've got a lovely house.
Yes, well, we will have as soon as you get all those jobs done.
They'll all be done by next weekend.
Well, how? How can they be?
How? Yes. It's just that I've just promised myself to knuckle down and get everything done.
Oh, that'll be lovely. Oh. And then we can have people round. And have dinner parties. I miss it, you know.
What?
Our home. I mean, I love going away, but I love getting back. Oh, I'll go. Hello. Oh, hello, Mum. No, we're fine, fine. No, he hasn't hurt himself at all yet. No. What? The house?
What's wrong?
Mum went round to take some curtain material. What? Who? He was doing what? Who? With? Look, just a minute. Where are you going?
Oh, I just thought I'd just pop down to the heated indoor pool, as it said in the brochure, and drown myself.
Oh, to what do I owe this privilege?
I've just been round to see Mum and she sent you a clean pair of pyjamas. She says you're not staying at somebody's house without clean pyjamas.
You can have a cup of tea if you like, only there's no milk. He hasn't arrived yet. I don't know what he's up to.
What were you up to last night?
What?
I know all about it.
How? Good God, there's not much privacy on these estates, is there?
Was it the same girl?
Yes. Well, how was I to know that Thelma's mother was going to come round with some new curtains? And she didn't knock, you know. She's got her own key.
God preserve us.
God preserve me.
Well, look, Terry, you can't go around abusing people's houses.
I wasn't abusing it. I'd worked hard all day. I'd finished them cupboards and creosoted half the bloody fence. People should knock.
Well, Bob says it mustn't happen again.
Oh, he's phoned you, has he? I'm under surveillance now, am I?
Well, hasn't he rung you?
No, at hourly intervals.
Terry, it mustn't happen again.
There's little chance of it happening again. Do you think that girl wants to see me again? She's a nervous wreck. She thinks it's a conspiracy. Every time she tries to grab a little happiness, people come barging in. I mean, even before Mrs. Chambers, there was a continual stream of interruptions. Somebody with a petition about the grass verges.
Oh, well, they are a disgusting state.
And a curate in bicycle clips, rattling a tin for the Wildlife Fund. I nearly creosoted him.
I think that'll be the Reverend Pelling. Ginger hair?
Probably. And 2 kids wanting to wash cars, subscriptions for the Methodist Weekly, and a woman who came round and wanted to know if I had a front-loading automatic. I wish I had. I'd have shot her.
Listen, Terry, the sooner you get your own place, the better. It's a good thing I brought those clean pyjamas round with me. All the spectators you get, you need clean pyjamas. Anyway, I'm going. Oh.
Well, don't you want a cup of tea?
I haven't got time for tea, Terry.
You're not going, are you, pet? He ordered this specially for you. I kept it on ice.
I beg your pardon.
Oh, dear. So she's not bad, mature, but it's all her, isn't it?
That's my sister, you fool.
Really? Oh, sorry. Hey, where'd she live then?
Sycamore.
Oh, that's Norman's turf. Hey, where's your little treasure then?
We're not talking about that.
Oh, dear, went sour, did it?
Yeah, like your rotten milk.
Yeah, well, it's all here, kid. I mean, if you're on the pull, you don't have to leave this estate.
No, it's of no interest to me, Les. I've got to keep my nose clean. I've got to throw myself into my work. I'm under surveillance, aren't I? But with my sister and Thelma's mother, they're probably taking shifts in guard duty. They've probably got a telescope on my front door and me bed bugged.
Well, more's the pity. Because there's a lot of it about, you know. Just up the road, number 39. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
What do you mean?
You're on a promise there, Terry. Honest. Number 39.
No, I don't think my sister would take it, not after the last 2 nights. For the rest of my life, I'm going to make love looking over my left shoulder.
As you like.
A cup of tea?
No, I won't, actually. I'm a bit behindhand.
There are other things in life, you know, Les, than nookie. Like carpentry or creosoting.
Here's your razor.
Oh, thanks, Pet.
If I don't check, you leave everything. You left that lovely leather sponge bag I bought you in Cyprus last year. And you nearly left that travelling clock in Norway.
Do you know, it never works abroad. I don't think it travels well.
Now, what are you wearing to go back in?
Well, I'm just going back like this, aren't I?
Ah, so everyone will know you've been skiing.
Well, I have been skiing.
Yes, Bob, you're the pride of the nursery slopes. Also the veteran.
Oh, what's that supposed to mean?
It means we were the only people left on the nursery slopes. Everyone else went on to steeper things. I only stayed there to keep you company.
Oh, I see. I've held you back, have I?
The Mackenzies have been on the slalom.
Yes, and who was it who limped into the dining room last night? And in the discotheque, who was sitting it out in agony?
Which is more than you were doing.
What's that supposed to mean?
You've certainly been fluent on that dance floor, especially with that Morag.
Who?
You know very well, that children's nurse from Peebles.
Oh, yes, her. Well, yes. What's wrong? Don't you like her?
I don't dislike her. I just think she's a bit uninhibited for a children's nurse from Peebles.
Well, I expect she's more restrained in the nursery.
There seem to be a lot of girls here on their own.
Really? I hadn't noticed.
Well, at least they've always had someone to dance with in the evening. You've had more exercise on that dance floor than you've ever had skiing.
Thelma, the reason I'm in such demand on the dance floor is I'm the only limp-free male in the hotel. Look at the dining room last night. It was like a casualty ward in there. The Lowrys from Sanderstead, broken arm. What's his name with a moustache? Bruised tendons. The honeymoon couple in the annex, groin strain. Of course, that might not be the skiing. Ho, ho, ho.
You won't get groin strain. You've been asleep as soon as your head's hit the pillow.
It's the fresh air, isn't it?
And the dancing.
Well, while I was dancing, you seemed to be perfectly content to sit there rabbiting to that Charles fella.
Oh, I thought he was most amusing.
You never laughed when I told you those jokes.
Ah, well, it was the way he told them.
Right, with his hand on your knee and his tongue in your ear.
Well, you were hardly aloof with his Janet.
I was only being sociable.
Now, what was that you wrote on her plaster last night?
It was just a joke.
Well, she was trying very hard to rub it off as they limped up to bed.
Tell me, you haven't half been in a foul mood this weekend.
Well, whose fault's that? Who's made it impossible for me to relax this weekend?
I know, darling, I know, but according to the latest bulletin, nothing untoward's occurred since he, and he's done the fence, he's done the fence, it's gleaming. The back fence is gleaming. And he hasn't been across the doors except to get a racing paper. And there's been no female visitors, except for that big woman from the Jehovah's Witnesses. And even Terry wouldn't leap on her.
Who knows what he's done under cover of darkness? That girl from the sweet factory.
Well, all right, when we get home, we'll search the bed for toffee papers.
Oh, God, now what? The door's open, can you let yourself through? Now, I suppose they want to know what washing powder I use.
Mr. Ferris?
He's not here. What is it?
Oh, I'm sorry to disturb you, but I saw you up your ladder through the window. The thing is, I need a man.
Pardon?
Well, the only other one around is our Jeff Cott next door, and he's not very, well, you know, after his illness.
Oh, isn't he? Well, look, what exactly...
Well, my bathroom tap is stuck. I can't turn it on. It's happened before. I need a really strong arm.
Well, look, I'm very sorry, but I'm tied up, as you can see.
Well, it wouldn't take long.
Look, I've got to get this finished. They're coming back today, and I've got all the floorboards up in the bedroom.
I would be ever so grateful.
Well, can't you see? Look, perhaps later. Where do you live?
Well, just up the road, number 39.
I'll get me wrench.
Home again. Oh, the light looks lovely.
Listen, Terry's finished the cupboard, he's put a plug in the mixer, and the wall can opener's up.
Isn't the light lovely?
Oh, it's super.
Doesn't it go well?
I'm amazed.
You see, all that unnecessary worry about Terry and what he'd be getting up to? I wonder where he is.
Look, Pet, you take the cases up and I'll go and put the kettle on. Hmm?
Right. He can't be far away, his jacket's there.
Do you know, I must admit, I owe an apology to Terry and to you, Pet. I take back all I said. He's been a true friend. Oh, the house looks lovely. Everything's been done and there's not a thing out of place.
Right, it's all fixed. You can have your bath now.
No, bless you. Say when.
Oh, when?
It's all very well your women's lib, but for some things you really do need a man about the house.
Yes. Well, cheers. That's a nice cocktail cabinet.
Arnold made it. My husband. It's his hobby, woodwork. That and model aircraft.
Oh, that's very interesting.
Oh, do you think so? I find it rather immature for a grown man to spend all his spare time making model aeroplanes. And the house stinks of balsa wood and glue.
Still, it is nice to have a hobby.
It's more than that with him. It's an obsession. He hasn't spoken to me for a fortnight since I stood on his flying fortress.
What does he do for a living like?
Well, he's a rep in pet foods. Well, I suppose there are worse jobs.
Oh, so then he travels about a bit, does he?
Oh, yes. He's got a very big area. Sometimes he's away for days on end.
Oh?
Be back tonight, though.
Oh.
But not till 8.
Oh?
Listen, don't let me hold you up.
There's no mad rush.
Don't let me keep you from your floorboards.
They'll still be there when I get back.
Are you like my husband, always doing little jobs around the house?
No. Carpentry with me is an interest, not an obsession.
What are your obsessions?
Oh, same as your average healthy male, I suppose. Sex and football.
In what order?
Depends what day of the week it is.
You mean Saturday it'd be football?
Obviously. Of course, today's Tuesday.
Are there any midweek fixtures?
Nothing's definitely arranged.
I bet you're Sagittarius.
And what?
Your sign, Sagittarius. You're very direct, you are, aren't you?
Yes, I'm very direct, but as a matter of fact, I'm Pisces.
I would have never thought that. No, they do say Pisces people just drift along on the thermal currents of life.
Oh, what does that mean?
Well, you just drift around and take whatever comes along.
That sounds like me. I mean, I am free and unattached.
And you don't smell of balsa wood.
The name's Terry.
Sandra.
Nice to meet you, Sandra. Oh, my God.
Oh, what lovely water.
I forgot to turn the tap off.
Welcome home. I warned you. I warned you.
We did not do this skiing. We did not do this skiing. We did not do this skiing!
Oh, you're back. Terry said you went skiing.
I did not do this skiing. Can we please resume the 2 pints and the strawberry yoghurt?
Oh, right.
Did you order a Methodist Weekly?
Do you want grapefruit juice or orange juice?
Pardon, darling?
Grapefruit or orange?
Oh, oh, come on, Thelma. Give us a smile. Don't be upset.
Why should I be upset? You've got strained ligaments, I've got concussion, and there's a gaping hole in the bloody ceiling.
I know, darling, I know that. I know. But his intentions were good. I mean, look at the wall can opener and the new cupboard.
I daren't open the cupboard.
And he's turned the garden over and he's done the fence. The fence looks lovely. You said that yourself. You said all that yourself before a grapefruit, please. I just don't want you to exaggerate the problems. Someday we'll laugh about this. And the plasterers will be here within the hour. They'll soon have that hole fixed. By this evening, we won't know anything happened.
Don't you want your juice?
No, I'm not really thirsty.
Oh, it's only me. Can I,
come in. Can he come in, Thelma?
If you must.
I just came round to say I was sorry, like, and hoped you were both all right.
Oh, we're fine. Apparently someday we're going to laugh about this. Does he want tea?
Do you want tea?
Oh, well,
Or would he rather have some fruit juice?
No, he wouldn't.
Wouldn't I?
No.
No, I wouldn't. Just a cup of tea, please.
Just a cup of tea, please.
Well, apart from everything else, did you have a nice weekend? You both look well, apart from the...
Oh, that will be the plasterers.
Look, Thelma, I'm very sorry. I got all the jobs done, everything you wanted. It was just unfortunate that I was out when you came back. I only popped across the road to
Now what?
I've just been punched in the face!
Oh, bye!
Arnold Upton from number 39. He said he'd come to pay me back for the ceiling.
What?